Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nils, and today I'm keeping it pretty simple, pretty casual. Let's just have lunch and chat. Kind of like a mini mukbang, and just to update anyone who's listening about my life. So on the menu today, we have a little bit of a bosam or samjang. So I have some boiled and sliced up pork belly here, just some romaine lettuce to wrap it up in. I cut up some cucumbers and having a samjang sauce here. And then for the sides, I also have a little bit of kimchi and some leftover coleslaw from takeout the other day. Let me tell you, pork belly is like one of my top favorite foods for sure. Like I love the flavor of it, like just like the fattiness of it, delicious. And then when you boil it to cook, it becomes like super tender and it's not as fatty anymore because like the oils have dispersed into the water. And then that broth too, that I'm gonna end up making a soup with, like it's still sitting on my stove over there. Yeah. So I haven't been really active on YouTube or just social media in general really. And I don't know. I think I'm going through just kind of like a mental reset, reevaluation of my life, which honestly I feel like I do probably every month at this point. But anyway, so about a month ago, I went to New Hampshire for the weekend with two of my cousins, and I had a really great time. It was like super relaxing, kind of a little creative, and just a great space for us to think about what do we want to do creatively, where do we actually want our lives to go, you know? And I feel like that's a conversation I have with myself every day. Like, what do I actually want, you know? So when I got home that weekend, I got some pretty bad family news. One of my uncles who was in the hospital due to COVID complications originally, and then just, you know, kind of the repercussions of that, he's kind of on his last leg. So I ended up staying at my parents' house for a couple extra days, and I went to visit him to say my last goodbye. And I was very lucky that I was able to see him, and especially while he was still like cognizant. So later that week, I came back to my apartment to work my second job and then like repack enough stuff to go back to my parents' house for the following week. So he passed during the time that I was back at my apartment. So I went back to my parents' house for the week to be with my family, to comfort them, as well as like funeral and wake prep, as well as kind of ceremonial stuff. That time was and still really is emotional. Like not only saying goodbye to a family member, but I felt like I was reliving the same thing. So a different uncle of mine passed 2 years ago, and then a good family friend also passed in 2020. So it just feels like, you know, the same stuff because it's the same kind of ceremonies. It's the same room at the same funeral home. It's, you know, a good chunk of the same people. Am I gonna ever make any wraps here or what? All these different like textures, I love that. But and then it made me think about my own parents because my parents are saying goodbye to their peers and they're only in their 60s, like they're too young for this, you know? Then trying to be in their perspective as they're saying goodbye to their friends when they're not even 65, it makes me sad and it makes me think about like, oh, should I be spending more time with them? When am I gonna have to say goodbye? And then I also think about how are they going to live the next chapter of their lives as their peers are living as widows or moving to new cities, etc. Like what happens to that? Holy crap, that was one big bite. I have to make my wraps a little smaller. So during the week I was home, I was really reminded of the value of spending time with people I care about. I basically saw my cousins that I haven't seen very much in the last year or so every day. And it made me really, really happy. Like my younger cousins are actual young adults, and then the actual babies are just getting so big so quick. And I don't know, this whole like raising experience has just made me really think about life a little more. Granted, I think about life a lot, but like this time in particular, it really has. I feel like there's I feel this lettuce wrapping is not for me right now. Like I can't eat and talk and like make them. I feel like I should have just made it at one big salad. So like on the one hand, I want to spend more time with my family and people I care about, right? Because I feel like, oh my God, time's fleeting. How much more time do I have with everyone, right? But then again, it's also like everyone has their own life, right? I can see everyone kind of moving forward with their lives and what they want, but it also makes me think about what do I actually want in my life? Like what should I be going after, you know? Because I don't want to waste my own life not doing the things that I want to do, right? So then it makes me think like, what's my next move, you know? It can be like figuratively in the way I'm living my life, what I'm putting my like energy and efforts towards, but also like possibly literally. I think about quitting my second job pretty much on the daily because if I had that extra day off, it would maybe allow me to spend more time with family. Maybe it would allow me to do some more creative projects on the side that like, you know, I want to put more effort in. For example, maybe I could film and edit more videos, or maybe I can start streaming, or maybe I could make more TikToks or do some more like fashion DIYs and shit. I don't know. Also, I could probably spend more time in exploring or going on like weekend trips or some shit. I don't know. But I also like money. And my day job, which I currently really enjoy, it doesn't pay me in the way that would fit my desired lifestyle, you know? So it's currently remote right now because of the corona restrictions. However, they are aiming to go back in September, which would mean I'd have to move, right? But like, do I want to do that? Because it would take me back to Rhode Island, which is, you know, my hometown, whatever, which is fine. But I don't know, I have a desire to just kind of be in a new city or to see other places. So I don't know, I guess I just don't want to make any like roots, you know. I don't know if I'm ready to sign a lease in Rhode Island right now. So I don't know. That's the whole thing. I don't know. Like, what do I want? What do I want? And how do I get it? So while these thoughts have been running through my head, I'm kind of neglected like planning videos and posting and doing things like that. Honestly, I had several videos planned and I actually have footage for them too, but in the past couple weeks, it just hasn't like worked out to post them or whatever. And for example, I did the Chloe Ting 2-week like body shred challenge or whatever, and I filmed every day. I think I got to like day 13 or 14, and that was when I was in New Hampshire. And I felt pretty good, honestly, but then when I got home and then I got the news and I ended up staying home and all that stuff, like, I never filmed the after, so that was a problem, right? Because then you really don't see the results from those 2 weeks, even though I filmed every single day for 2 weeks. And then while I was home with like my family, etc., I definitely didn't eat very healthy. I'm pretty sure any progress that I had made from doing like the Chloe Ting workout is probably disappeared by now. So that footage is kind of like useless, right? And I believe I might have taken some footage while I was in New Hampshire, but I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it because I was going to like make a cute little video or vlog about it. I guess that's something maybe I can still post. I don't know. I really haven't like looked through the footage of things that I have. And then I was starting to clean out a lot of my space for like spring cleaning, but like summer cleaning really. I kind of put that on the back burner too. Like while I'm in this mental state of like, what am I doing? What do I want? How do I get it? What should my next moves be? Like I haven't really been active in doing things like that, I guess, which, you know, whatever, my fault. I need to be disciplined, I guess, but there's that too. So I don't know. And I guess I'm just trying to look for a little more like spark or another like little more inspiration or motivation, or kind of just like a reminder that I should be doing the things I want to do, right? And this is still what I want to do, right? This is still something that I like doing. I make videos because I want to, right? I do like whatever, sewing DIYs or something because I want to. Like that's stuff that feeds me, you know? And hopefully it feeds other people too. And if it like entertains other people, that's like great, right? I have such a strong desire to like see more places in the world, see new cities, and kind of like, I don't know, maybe I want to take some time off just to like make stuff, you know? But I'm hesitant in the creative sphere. I feel like I preach a lot about like going after what you want, you know, like following your dreams. That sounds so corny, but it's just more like, this life is yours to live, so you should go after the things you want, right? Or like, there's so much to see, so much to learn, so much to do, right? So why not try to do more of it? But then again, I like hesitate where I'm like, oh my God, who's gonna pay my bills? Where am I gonna live? This, that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, am I too old to do X, Y, and Z? And it's like, bitch, no, you're not. Like, you're not. Like, all opportunities are still right here in front of me. You still have the power to do the things you want to do, to learn the things you want to learn, and see the places you want to see. You are still capable of that no matter what. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like that, the effort, the energy, etc. Like, to figure it out. Sometimes I'm on that trajectory and I like feel it in my blood, and it's just like, yes, I can do anything. And then other times I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm psychotic. Like, I'm delusional, right? So I guess I really didn't have very much to say in this video, huh? I don't know how entertaining this is to anyone, but for me, I guess this has been a nice way for me to like express my thoughts aloud, because usually all those thoughts like stay right here, right? So, listen, maybe nobody except me gives a fuck about my life, which I understand, totally understand. But let me tell y'all, the boiled pork belly wraps, samjang, kimchi,